a long story in the Wall Street Journal, which Taylor Lorenz actually tweeted, and she tweeted with the caption, "The ban air conditioning movement is growing." Headline, "Employers beware. People who once put up with thermostats set to deep freeze now want the kind of climate control they had working from home." The article goes on, "Public health nurse Becky Graham brought a suitcase of winter clothes from Minnesota to a springtime conference in Atlanta where it was 80 degrees. Miss Graham said, 'I have a tank top, a long sleeve shirt, and a sweatshirt on and jeans, and I'm still cold.' She lent what layers she could spare to those who arrived ill-suited for the deep chill of conference rooms in Atlanta's convention center. For 2 years, people who worked from home could fine-tune thermostats to their liking. As they head back to the offices, many are lamenting the loss of control over their workday environment." I gotta tell you, this article goes on for pages with all of these sob stories from people complaining that it's too cold in the office now. They have to go back to work because they've been working from home. Now they got to go back to work and it's cold because of the evil air conditionings. Now, the article doesn't actually call for banning air conditioning, but it is part of this anti-air conditioning genre that exists. And I have to tell you, the anti-AC movement, I think we've talked about this before. I don't think we talk about it enough, though. It is barbaric, really. It is pure barbarism. Every summer, we have to go through this. So let's just review it again. First of all, if you want to ban AC, if you are anti-air conditioning to any extent at all, then you are anti-human. Because air conditioning is, without exaggeration, one of the top 5, maybe top 3 human inventions of all time. It competes with the printing press. I think it may actually come before it. It's hard to think of any individual innovation, and you could challenge me on this, any individual invention or innovation that has so helped to increase human health, happiness, and well-being more than air conditioning has. Before the world had air conditioning, you know what people did? They just suffered in the heat, okay? It was hot and sticky, and it smelled, and it was gross, and it was sweaty, and it was filthy, and it was horrible, much like Los Angeles is now. But even in Los Angeles, you can still go inside and enjoy the air conditioning before the looters come in or someone comes in and robs you at gunpoint. But before then, you can have the air conditioning. It saves lives. This is why we owe it to air conditioning and to our forefathers who gave us this great blessing to blast it as much as we can in the summer. I mean, just blast it. It should be warmer in your refrigerator than it is in your house and in your office. If you're too cold, wear a sweater. Because we always have to remind people, if you're too cold, you can always put on more layers. You can wear a whole snowsuit if you want. You know, if you build an igloo in the office if you need to. You can do anything. But if you're hot, there's only so many layers you can take off before HR gets involved, before the police get involved. So I'm glad we could establish this once again. Well, I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Matt Walsh Show. If you did, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel and click the notification button to get more content like this. If you want to watch or listen to the full show, head to dailywire.com and subscribe today. You can also listen to my podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.